Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful halls of Arena Ogre. And welcome to the first streamed game of Baltic Ultimate Club Championships indoors of 2025, where we see the pre-quarterfinals between Ventspils and DTS in the women's division. Ventspils have, unfortunately, so far, won one game, actually. So they are coming in as the third seed in their pool against DTS, who have lost all of their games previously. So they are coming as the last seed of their respective pool. Slightly different format over here. The winners of every pool are going straight to the semifinals, while the third and fourth place are playing the pre-quarterfinals, and the second place is going straight to the quarterfinals tomorrow. And the second place will meet, of course, the winners of this game. And the winners of that game will go on to play against the winner of the first pool. First turnover by DTS, and Sanita Lazmane for Sabina Bartole for the first score of this game. Sabina Bartole picking up, of course, for Ventspils, generally playing in Riga. Normally plays in Sirocco, but no more Sirocco. So, yes, some of the players are looking to find themselves in other teams. Apologies for the new scoreboard. There is a bit of a wonky scoreboard at the moment. We are testing a new system. It's working, but it's a little wonky, so apologies for that, but everything seems to be correct on it. First break by Ventspils, and DTS are coming with the second offense, and unfortunately that is a throwaway from the veteran of this team. And Aida Mitkovičiūtė was not able to reel that disc in by Gintare Petrauskaite. Krūmiņa with the disc. Stall 6 goes down because of the contact, looks like, and now there is a discussion about the stall count, so probably it's going to be coming back to 1 if it's uncontested. And Elina Krūmiņa into the end zone for Marta Baidina, but that is swept away by Milda Žvirblīte. DTS getting another opportunity at that offense. Petrauskaite, swing to Petrovaite. Petrovaite finding Aida Mitkovičiūtė. Another swing. Petrovaite to Žvirblīte. Back to Petrovaite. Looking for options. Mitkovičiūtė finds the disc on the doorstep. Swing to Petrovaite. She's telling her players where to go. Asking Aida to move, but looks like the swing is taken, and now Žvirblīte into the end zone for Petrauskaite, who catches the disc, secures the pass, but not in the end zone, and then the next pass for Liepa Linkovičiūtė into the end zone for 1-1. That is a hold, the second time of asking for DTS, and we are on equal terms, 1-1. However, Ventspils are 1 break up, which is quite important in these games because no halftime, so no change of possession after 6 points or 7 points or whatever time it is. It's just flip, get the offense, and start playing. Of course, offense is more valuable in these situations. We almost got killed by the disc, and all of our production almost failed thanks to some players throwing the disc outside. So apologies for a bit of a silence, but Lazmane looks like she wanted that disc to go a little bit faster, but very, very good awareness by, I think it was Virblita who managed to knock the disc away. I might be mistaken. If I am, please don't be too angry at me. Disc is in, Virblita with the disc, and low disc for the DTS player, and then a nice blade into the end zone, but a little bit too long, a little bit too much mustard. These holes are huge, but it's a beautiful hole, of course, the Ogre Arena, but sometimes it plays a little bit with the vision, and a little too much mustard on the disc happens quite often. The throws are getting a little too spicy. We are all ready, of course, to go to the outdoor season, and Diana Rumberga looks like she's ready as well with her throws into the end zone for Sanita Lazmane in the end zone. Looks like Elina Kruminia there was also ready to pick up that disc. Maybe a slightly easier catch for her, but regardless, it is a point and another stat, of course, for Lazmane. Lazmane, I think, is leading the stats for Ventspil's women's team. Certainly doing very well, and a very pivotal player, of course, on that team. DTS, Virblita. Ooh. Dicey throw to Petrovaite. Now disc with Vaichulita. Back to Petrovaite. Nice find to Petrauskaite, and Petrauskaite for Linkovičiūtė for nice equalizing 2-2 throw. But once again, Ventspils are one break up after starting on defense. They are now flipping the story. Players are asking us if the point was in. Looked to be in. I didn't really question it, but looks like it was. DTS with the pull. Petrauskaite with the pull. Kruminia looking for options but can't really find anything. Finally finds Rumberga in her own end zone, so Callahan territory. Now Bartulis cut is getting them out of there. To Kruminia, just in, well towed in. Nice fake. Finds Lazmane. Oh, and looks like it's a miscommunication with Vaidina in the end zone. DTS on the counter-offensive. Virblita. But that is intercepted by Bartole, and a quick dish into the end zone for Lazmane, and Lazmane and Vaidina are having a bit of a conversation about the previous possession, but all good. Still a point, and Ventspils are still up by 1 point, and that first break is keeping them 1 point up so far. Very quick pull, maybe didn't float as much as the Ventspils player wanted. So quick offensive swings. Now Petrovaite slowing down the defensive setting, but that is a great, beautiful hammer in the end zone for the younger, I think, new generation player of DTS. And that was... I would love to know the name of that player, and I will find out for you. And that was a goal by Ieva Kamandolite. Assisted by Julia Petrovaite, of course. One of the more experienced players, and very long-standing player of DTS, of course. Baidina, the author of the only Callahan of the tournament so far, was with the disc, finds Rumberga, opens it up, gets to Weber Landmane. Nice catch near the sideline by Bartole, but looks like a bit of a conservation of greatness after that great grab, a bit of an errant hammer throw into two defenders, and Baidina was not able to reel that in, and that is a turnover, another opportunity for DTS to find a break back. Looks like a stall out has been called. But looks like some players stopped, some players didn't. Looks like the DTS player doesn't want to give the disc back, holding onto it for dear life. Looks like it's gonna be a fast count call, so it's going to be stall out, contested, as we are playing indoors. Yes, the stall is gonna go back to 6, as the stall out normally is at 8 indoors. Still indoor, I know, outside it's getting warmer, however, in Latvia, where we got snowed in the last couple of days, which was a bit of a surprise after plus 15 the previous week. So yeah, very changeable weather. So I guess most of the players are quite happy that we are playing in the nice indoor halls of Ogre. DTS still keeping that break opportunity. Petrauskaite finds Mitkovičiūtė. Swing to Petrovaite. Petrovaite asking their players to come in. Finds Gaube. Low disc for Mitkovičiūtė, but not quite in, just on the line. Mitkovičiūtė looking for options and slightly unemphatic pass? Sorry, I'm losing my mind a little bit here, but yeah, still, it is a point, it is a break. So DTS getting the break back and getting their advantage back to themselves. Interesting discussion on the field, not quite sure, as I do not understand Lithuanian. Žirblite with the pull. Rumberga to field it. Krumine. So one of the veteran players to Lasmane. Nice hammer swing to Rumberga. Rumberga fakes off, can't really find anything. Finds Bartole. Oh, and that is off the fingers of Krumine, who is, of course, face in her hands in disbelief, but DTS another opportunity for a break. Doing really well in this game after losing all the games in the group stage, knockout stages, getting closer to a higher placement. If they win that, of course, they have a higher opportunity to get some higher places. And DTS, yes, now 2 breaks, and it's a timeout for Ventspils. I'm gonna grab a quick timeout as well myself. We're gonna leave you with some music, and we'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to the indoor action of BUCCI 2025. DTS pulling 2 breaks ahead over Ventspils and forcing Ventspils to take a timeout. Let's see if they have recollected themselves, and Biden now with the disc. And the young players, but yeah, very, very impressive in the indoor holes. Always doing impressive stuff, and yeah, like I said, the only Callahan of the day belongs to her against Moments Junior in the previous game. Unfortunately, we did not stream these games. We will bring you only the knockout stages, so 1/8, the quarters, semis, and finals, all of them coming from this arena hall. Earlier, we played also in another hall, in the stadium hall that many of the viewers probably know from our videos. Normally we play there, but this time mostly using arena, which of course is a very, very beautiful space. Lots of space for warm-up, lots of space for players to enjoy the games. And of course, looks great on your screens, I'm sure. DTS, that looks great on their stat sheet. Of course, Linkovičiūtė with another break and assisted by Aida Mitkovičiūtė. Pulling very much ahead in this game, and yes, unfortunate for Ventspils after taking a timeout. Looks like they could not collect themselves, and looks like losing another point. Lazmane finds Rumberga. Lazmane. Ooh, back to Krumine. She had a hand on that, but that was very, very difficult grab. Outstretched hand, so bounced off, and yeah, unfortunately for Krumine there. Drops on the floor, but empty-handed. Lots of faking by the DTS, and Žvirblīte into the end zone for Vaičiulytė, but that did not work out for DTS this time. And Ventspils getting another opportunity. Krumine, high stall count, I'm sure, and just yeah, chucks it away. I'm pretty sure that the stall count was somewhere around 7. I would not be surprised if that was the case. And yeah, a turnover once again from Ventspils. Another opportunity for DTS, and just realized that we are edging ever closer to the end of time over here. Only 6.5 minutes left of playtime. Fairly low scoring game, but lots of action, of course. Swing to Žvirblīte. Žvirblīte finds yeah, one of the younger players, Kamandulytė. Gaube. Nice arcing swing for Žvirblīte. Looking for Petrovaite, finally finds her. Back to Žvirblīte. Žvirblīte, nice cut by Gaube. And Gaube to Žvirblīte into the end zone, and that's another break. So 7-6 DTS with only 6 minutes on the clock left are edging away, and it's a timeout by DTS. So this time DTS deciding to get a bit of a breather, calm themselves down after getting ahead by 3 points. We'll take a quick timeout here too, and we'll be back with you in a few seconds. let's celebrate Ultimate and celebrate Indoor Ultimate, the 2024-2025 season, by a great tournament with 16 teams, 8 open and 8 women's teams. And we see 2 of these women teams playing to continue fighting for the top spot. Of course, nothing is over for either of these teams, but looks like it is not over a little bit more for DTS, and it is over a little bit more for Ventspils. Žvirblīte with the pull. A little too fast, looks like it's gonna be a bit high, but yeah. Krūmiņa decides to field that and not brick that particular pull, even though it looked a little high. Krūmiņa once again with the disc on the far sideline. Baidina now finds Landmane, and Landmane into the end zone. Maybe a call? No call. Play on. Looks like Zariņa maybe had the hands on that disc, but no, knocked away, I think, by Petrauskaite, who is also gonna pick that disc up. Lots of cutting from Žvirblīte. Finds the disc. Finds Aida Mitkovičiūtė, back to Žvirblīte. Nice upline pass. Gaube. Back to Petrauskaite. And Mitkovičiūtė into the end zone for Gaube for another score. Yeah, edging away once again. 4-8. DTS is up by many a breaks after starting with conceding a break, a bit of a trading, and now 2 minutes on the clock, 4 points advantage. We are not playing Paga rules this time, interestingly, so you fight until the end, so it might be a game to 8? No, sorry, can't be a game to 8. Might be a game to 10, maybe 9, we will see. Of course, we would love to see a game to 11. Some nice universe point action. Ooh, Baidina was maybe waiting for this disc a little bit too much, and Vaichelīte looks like she was hunting that particular pass. She knew that it's coming, and yeah, knocked it away. DTS another opportunity for a break, and that is Žvirblīte for, I think, double happiness, if I'm not mistaken, for Vaichelīte. It is, yes, double happiness for Vaichelīte. The defense and the goal. Yep. Bookends, or double happiness, whatever you want to call it. Many different names for it. Petrauskaite with the pull, fielded by Krūmiņa. Swing to Landmane, and Lasmane finds the disc. Stat leader, of course, for Ventspils, and Krūmiņa into the end zone. Good hammer, but maybe a little too high for Bartule. Or maybe Bartule did not read it just enough, but yeah, I think it was a good shot. Maybe a little too tricky to track it down, so can't really blame either of the players on it more than the other. Mitkovičiūtė, to Kamandulīte. Kamandulīte looks to be trapped on the sideline, finds a release valve with Petrauskaite, and now to Mitkovičiūtė. Back to Petrauskaite. And again, Mitkovičiūtė, nice handler, dominator working there. And Gaube into the end zone for Kamandulīte. And a little bit too long. Once again, these very big runoff areas are playing mind tricks with the players. Oh, Rumberga decided not to attack that disc, and that has cost her that particular disc. And DTS, another point. That's going to be game to 11. And yeah, I think Kamandolita was the scorer. No, Liepa Linkovičiūtė, of course, and assisted by Gintare Petrauskaite. Nice celebration there between Milda and Liepa on the DTS side, and yeah, quite a big gap, of course, for Ventspils to try to dig themselves out of, but I'm sure they will try. They will keep fighting until the very end, until that 11th point is scored by either of the team. Krumine once again starting with the disc. Landmane under lots of pressure gets the catch, and Lasmane once again looks like a mirror copy of the previous point, and unfortunately that is also a mirror copy. DTS knocking the disc away, Žvirblīte with the defense, and DTS an opportunity to finish this game with another break. And I think after 4 points that Ventspils scored, they did not score a single point, and that has been all DT. Oh my god, this disc was still up! No way! I rarely see that kind of catch, but that's exciting. I mean, it never touched the floor, and it was controlled by the player, so technically it is a catch. And Krumine takes the disc away, probably thinking that, no, you don't get that kind of easy things and that kind of saves. But exciting grab over there, of course. Lasmane to Baidina does not work, and that disc is landing with our staff, of course, scorekeepers, timekeepers, everything keepers, and disc keepers this time. Petrovaite to Vaičiulytė, back to Petrovaite. Petrovaite into the end zone for Žvirblīte. And yeah, DTS keep fighting for the top spot. And unfortunately, Ventspils are going to be waiting for the losers of the next game to play, I think, tomorrow for the last place, unfortunately, for the last two places, 7th and 8th. DTS keep fighting. They earned themselves a spot to the quarterfinals, where I can probably tell you who they're going to play. They are going to play... They are going to play tomorrow against Salaspils, Frisbija clubs. I'm gonna say goodbye and gonna stop talking as we have the next game coming on very quickly. Salaspils, Frisbija clubs against DTS. No, that is incorrect. I apologize. Hyperfleek women against Moments Junior. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.